a terrorist? Well, for Asmongold, terrorism is defined as the use of violence against civilians for political goals.
Because they fund people that attack and kill civilians on purpose and target civilians to kill them in order to achieve political goals.
A part of his definition for terrorism is the inability to abide by the terms of agreements.
If we are signing a deal with the Islamic Republic of Iran, we are just delaying this war until later on.
Yeah, I'm talking about how we got to bomb more schools while holding me Coca-Cola.
That's what I think.
When he finishes his Coca-Cola, doesn't he like just throw it on the ground and leave it there for 2 years? Isn't that what this guy does? I'm pretty sure it's what he does.
I think that as long as these people are in power, you are going to, like, they're not going to stop trying to build a nuclear bomb. They're like, I think that this is what's likely to happen. They will just blow something else up in a week. They will. It's going to keep happening.
Riveting political analysis. Like, if you see this stuff and you still believe in free speech, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, I don't even want his speech to be taken away because it's problematic. I want his speech to be taken away because it's fucking stupid, you know? It's just so fucking dumb. Like, there's too many dumb people on social media who are so self-assured that they know everything about everything and they talk like they do, yet they know fucking nothing about nothing. And Asmongold is the most extreme manifestation of that. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, you fucking moron? You have no clue about any of this. We need to bring back humility. We need to bring back people not having a voice. Take the voice away from as many people as possible now. I'm done with democracy. I prefer when the only people who are allowed to speak were chosen by the elite at this point. Fuck this. Fuck this. Asmongold has radicalized me against free speech. The people shouldn't have a voice, and Asmongold is my example of why not.
But, and I know this reveal is probably so surprising, Israel and the United States do both of those things all the time. They do it by killing civilians, as we just looked at, and funding and arming and supporting governments that mass murder civilians in campaigns of genocide. But they also do it by breaking ceasefires and peace agreements. The most recent example is, starting a war. They started the war and lost, mind you. That's Wikipedia official now. They attacked Iran first, unprovoked. There wasn't a war, and then there was, because the United States and Israel attacked. And the whole reason there's even a need for ceasefire
This is like talking to a 4-year-old. It's ridiculous.
negotiations in the first place is because they attacked. Another important example here is the Iran nuclear deal. Despite observations from independent experts that Iran...
Wait, is the rat thing true? I've heard it before, but I never looked for a clip on it. I've seen the Asmongold cockroach clip. I just feel like I should be obliged to play the Asmongold cockroach clip. Asmongold jumps off his chair after a roach attacks him. Let's just play that here while we're here. Why not? Just so that we know who we're dealing with.
Oh! There's a roach flying at me. Give me a minute.
Where'd he go?
Oh, shit! He's on my belly. Look at him. He's right there. He got, oh, God. Get him out of me.
What are you doing, bro? Good.
Jesus! This is Israel's strongest soldier.
Get the dead rat out. I don't need to anymore. It doesn't smell bad. It would. The thing is, I used to use a dead rat as an alarm clock, actually, for my stream. Because basically what happened was, whenever the sun would come up, it would start cooking the corpse of the rat, and then it would start smelling again, and then the smell would wake me up. So I would use the rat effectively as an alarm clock, and as soon as it got hot enough, it would wake me up, and then I would know, oh shit, it's time to stream.
Okay. Oh shit, I accidentally dragged the window. There we go. Woo! Well, isn't that a thing, right? Isn't that interesting? That's who we're dealing with here, just so that you guys know. If any of you don't know who Asmongold is, that's who we're dealing with here. Keep that in mind. He has to be getting paid for this, right? Like, why would a video gamer... Why would, like, a video gaming streamer suddenly pivot to talking about geopolitics like a 12-year-old. No, sorry, that's too generous. Like a 4-year-old. Like a 4-year-old. It's so weird. Like, I don't even know if I believe he's real. I don't know. Is he AI? I can't buy it. It's so stupid that I shudder to think of the implications of this man's existence. I shudder to think. Like, Asmongold has single-handedly debunked hundreds of years of white supremacist propaganda. Like, I feel like you could go back to the 19th century when they were developing scientific racism, and you could like bring Asmongold back with you in the time travel machine and be like, behold, your theories are wrong. Observe this man. And everyone would immediately agree. He's just like that. He's just that bad, man.
Iran was abiding by the terms of the agreement, it was the United States who randomly decided to pull out and then proceed to administer brutal sanctions on Iran, crushing the country's economy in a move that was widely understood to be an unprovoked act of aggression that was condemned by governments across the globe. And of course, the same is true of Israel. They violated ceasefires in Gaza and Lebanon now tens of thousands of times, further displacing millions of people, destroying entire towns, and starving, kidnapping, torturing, and brutalizing the population. Asmongold cites Hezbollah rocket fire as a justification for Israel's bombing in Lebanon.
They're firing rockets into Israel.
But he neglects to mention any of these violations. In Lebanon, in the
I should get a green screen so I can do that. That's cool. I want to suddenly pop up in the middle of the screen like, actually, I want to do that.
cites Hezbollah rocket fire as a justification for Israel's bombing in Lebanon.
They're firing rockets into Israel.
But he neglects to mention any of these violations. In Lebanon, in the same time frame of the ceasefire,
I need a green screen now. I've been inspired.
Where Israel committed literally 10,000 violations.
No more white wall, guys. I'm sorry. But I'll be able to travel around the world. Like, I can change my green screen to, like, a background. Oh, I don't know. Tel Aviv or something.
Hezbollah fired a total of 4 rockets, but for him, that's a valid reason to promote the IDF's destruction of a sovereign country. So now, okay, of course, there's a double standard, right? By Asmongold's definition of terrorism, which is killing civilians and breaking deals, both the United States and Israel are terrorists. Asmongold acknowledges this directly in response to a viewer in his chat that brings up Israel.
Does Israel do that too? Israel's on our side. Iran's not. It's that simple.
He's literally a child. He's literally a 5-year-old. Oh, we need to kill them because they're terrorists. But Israel does that too. Well, yeah, they do, but they're announced. Oh, my lordy lord. My god, I cannot believe this man exists.
And we do that to them too.
Yeah, I could green screen myself into Asmongold's room with a cockroach on it, on the wall.
But it's very simple. It's our side versus the other side. I don't want them doing that.
He acknowledges it further while discussing the United States.
To the extent that there is even a hint of it, even a slight, tiny, some like little resistance army in Africa, immediately bomb the shit out of them. Shut them down, keep it done. Anybody that's chanting death to America.
What are you doing in Africa? Why are you there? Any reflection on this?
Anybody that's going around talking about how they're going to attack the United States or anything else, totally.
They're not. None of them are attacking the United States. Their problem is that the United States is in their country.
Shut them down.
And yet, he still supports them. He still directly advocates for their violence. He gets mad at viewers that point out the contradiction regarding Israel.
AIPAC funded? Right. Yeah, and, again, like, it's Israel. Israel's so bad. These people are trying to blow you up too, bro. Like, that's it. Do you think Israel's interest is honest with America? I'm not interested in your misdirection towards Israel. I have no interest in that. This is just terrorist subversion.
He even argues that anti-American
it's just terrorists. It's just terrorism.
slogans should be punishable by extrajudicial drone execution, regardless of their validity.
I don't give a fuck what reasoning they have. I
How is this guy not banned, by the way?
don't care what their reasoning is. I don't care what they think is right. It doesn't matter to me. Like the only thing that I care about is neutralizing that threat. So whatever gets rid of, like, I don't care. Like, you think that I give a fuck about what their reasoning is or what their justification is? I don't care. You're doing it. Okay, that's the problem.
And why does he do that? Well, the answer is fairly simple. He's just a racist. Fundamentally, he views some groups of people as less worthy of life than others. Terrorism is okay when we do it, but when they even protest that terrorism, they deserve to die.
Why do you think they say death to America? Probably because you attacked them first? Well, damn, that's too bad. I guess we're going to have to attack them again.
We, Americans, and the Israelis, the inhabitants of our overseas proxy military colony, we have a right to live, and they do not. We have human rights, and they do not.
I think it's pretty uncontroversial to say. I think even, like, if you polled most Americans who know who Asmongold is, and you asked him if he has the right to live, he would not like the results. Honestly, he might even agree with the result. I think he's aware of how much of a loser he is.
Not. We are human, and they are not. To quote Asmongold himself, it's really that simple.
It's that simple.
But for the opponents of racist mass murder, it's not enough to just point to the double standard. Asmongold's position, while racist, is logically consistent because he's a racist. It's also not enough to point out the infinitely disproportionate nature of this violence. The fact that Israel has killed, at minimum, 10,000 times more people than Hamas did on October 7th is irrelevant to supporters of Israel. For them, it can all be explained by Hamas's lack of firepower. If they had the weapons...
all of his teeth as well? Oh god, man. That's like... impossibly rich people shit as well. Jesus.
Israel had, they'd do the same. Israel just had to kill tens of thousands of children because, in a hypothetical I made up in a dream I had, they did the same to us. Israel had to, as Asmongold put it, nip it in the bud.
If you don't kill them, they will kill you. Now, they might not kill you today.
How? How are they going to kill you? You're in the USA. You understand, right? They're in their countries. They're in their countries, and you are in the USA. I'm just dying.
But
man.
they'll kill you in a year. They'll kill you in 10 years. To the extent that they have the capacity to, they will use that capacity to harm you. So my goal is always to nip it in the bud, stop it from happening, to even stop it from even beginning to happen.
No, the double standards and disproportionality are not enough. The only way to get to the bottom of this terrorism quandary is to find the inception point. Where does this all begin? And looking at the historical record, the answer is pretty clear. Before Hezbollah existed, Israel invaded Lebanon, killed tens of thousands of people, the vast majority of whom were women and children, directly facilitated the slaughter and rape of thousands of civilians in the Sabra and Shatila massacre, a massacre the United Nations General Assembly declared an act of genocide. Hezbollah was formed in response to this genocidal invasion, as a group resisting it, fighting to get Israel out of their country. And that's exactly what they did. Before Hamas existed, Israel stole Palestine. Between 1947 and 1949, Zionist forces destroyed some 530 villages, and about 15,000 Palestinians were killed in a series of mass atrocities, including scores of massacres. 750,000 Palestinians, over 80% of the Arab population of what became Israel, were ethnically cleansed. This event, the Nakba, and all of the violence in its wake, this is the...
Yeah, I mean, I feel like everyone knows this now, but we have a challenge.
Said at the start, Asmongold is one of the most widely viewed live streamers on YouTube. He gets millions of views per day, several times more than any other political live streamers and most news channels. And when these millions of viewers click onto his show, this is what they are greeted with: terrorist propaganda.
Israel should keep bombing Lebanon because Lebanon has terrorists in it. They have Hezbollah in it.
Profoundly ignorant, factually incorrect, and morally demented propaganda for US-Israeli terrorism. I don't know how convincing any of his videos are, arguing that terrorism is okay when we do it because we're the good guys. It's not as compelling to the average person as it might have been 20 years ago. Not when we have access to live footage of the reality of what that terrorism results.
Yeah, this shit is exactly the point that I've been making, right? That he's making there. Like, this shit doesn't work anymore. So, I think the value of debunking it is a lot lower than it was, say, 2 years ago when I was making a lot of anti-Zionist content that was a lot more direct. But yeah, still... Good video from Mr. Noah Samson, even though he's wrong on the Ebenezer affair. But there's something else that I'll throw in at the end here, just because I don't want to make a video about it, and it's very similar to fucking Asmongold. Like, it's like, I watch that and I'm like, if I said something like that on Twitch about any group of people aside from Arabs, I'd be banned, right? Like, I was permanently banned from Twitch like 3 years ago now, I think it was, for anti-Italian discrimination. It was either anti-Italian discrimination, like they never told me what it was, but there's only two things it could have been. Because I would make like jokes where I was like, fucking Mediterranean Italians, I hate them so much. And I would like shit on US veterans, right? So I was banned permanently, immediately, no strikes, no warnings for saying something like that. Asmongold goes live on stream and he's just like, mass murder these fucking people. I don't give a fuck. Kill them all. Kill those fucking non-humans. And he's still there. Which is a fucking joke, obviously. But I found the most ridiculous YouTube channel. Like, firstly, I saw a Nux Taku thumbnail that was turned into a meme, and it was ridiculous. It was ludicrous. It was like, you know, this fucking anime YouTuber who makes videos about anime and lolicon. Hate that I know that word. He had like a debate. Cool. They wanted this Israel debate, and I didn't hold back. This thumbnail right here, and it's like, this one right here, right? And it's like, okay, it's time for an Israel debate. What do we have? We have someone with an anime child VTuber avatar. We have Tectone, who I believe has been civilly sued and ruled to have sexually assaulted his ex. We have Nux Taku, another VTuber who depicts himself as a vampire when he's like a 35-year-old man. A cartoon vampire. And then we have whatever the fuck this thing on the right is. Like, this person looks like someone who's a human being trying to look like a VTuber. The guy on the left. And I was like, this is a freak show. What is it? Like, they wanted this Israel debate. I didn't hold back. Like, we are serious political actors debating Israel, and this is the thumbnail, and these are the participants. And I'm just like, no way. This is the world we live in, where these people are allowed to speak. These people are given the right to upload videos and voice their opinions. I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with that, okay? I often think that perhaps they're right about the Goyim when I see stuff like this. But anyway, so I was like, okay. This guy on the left, right? Who the fuck is that? Because that's bizarre, right? That's absurdly weird. So I like, you know, I type goth right-wing guy and he pops up immediately. His name is Jake Monroe, apparently. Apparently he spends like hours putting on his fucking goth makeup before he makes videos, which is just pathetic. You're an adult, dude. And every thumbnail, like, it's like Uncanny Valley. He looks AI generated. It's fucking ridiculous, man. You're not 15 years old. Who wants to watch this shit? What is wrong with you people? But I immediately was drawn to this video right here. Scottish patriot goes on anti-Muslim rampage, which is about a recent terrorist attack in Scotland where a man went around with a knife trying to stab and murder as many Muslims as he could, right? This one right here on the right. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's a video on YouTube celebrating an actual terrorist attack. And I clicked it, and it's like he's not even trying to hide it. Yep, he's just like, yep, fucking awesome.
White Boy Summer is officially here. A Scot went on an anti-Muslim rampage with an ex. The Scot, I'm protecting the country from these Muslim bastards. Not daughters. Sorry. 5 people were injured. The police said none of the injuries seemed to be life-threatening. 2 of the injured men were 22, others were blah, blah, blah. BBC underlines race. Of course, this was immediately considered a terrorist attack. Do you know that? 36-year-old white man has been arrested.
He begins his video by celebrating it. And the title is like, Bay Scottish patriot goes on anti-Muslim rampage. And this like isn't being deleted. It's just here.
人間社会のことをまだまだ学ばないといけないな。緊張した時、手をどこに置けばいいかすら。
Like, it's a guy just, like, celebrating a terrorist attack openly. Like, a mass stabbing of random Muslims, and it's just on YouTube. And he's also, like, made up as a goth. It's fucking ridiculous. And isn't he American? Why does he have a UK flag in the background, man? Anyway, that guy's basically like Gothic Asmongold. I can't imagine being that embarrassing, man. Like, as an adult. And the thing is, like, right-wingers love this shit. Like, they watch Nuxtaku, they watch their Gothic man who's like 30 years old and he's supposed to be a serious political commentator, but he spends 2 hours doing his goth makeup before every stream. Like, what happened to right-wingers being concerned about aesthetics and decorum and, like, maintaining etiquette and standards and such? And now their voices are like Asmongold and Jake Munro, the 35-year-old goth man. Wait, he's British? He sounds American. That's weird. Damn. I don't have time to cover anything else today, sadly, folks. I don't have time. I gotta leave you all. I'm so sorry to everyone. I hope you can forgive me.
私はずっとその中にいる反逆。動くな